Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel where I am testing things so you don't have to. Today I have a test for a bread substitute basically that you can have for long-term storage with all the stuff that's going on with the virus and the stay-in-place orders. Everybody went crazy and overran stores and emptied shelves and stuff like that. So a lot of people caught unprepared, which is very strange. Very unfortunate. It's not as if this is the first time we've had some kind of flu epidemic here. It happened several years ago and several years before that, and it's going to happen again. Plus, if you live anywhere with any kind of extreme weather, you're going to be locked in your house for several days at a time. And if you don't have food, then, well, shame on you. So, one of the things that really got overrun besides the milk and the eggs and frozen foods and stuff like that, bread went really fast in my local stores. This is finally coming back, but it was several days. I didn't really care for too much. Two reasons. One, I have alternatives, and two, I keep yeast on hand, and when I need to, I just make my own bread. I don't do it all the time, but I can when I need to. So it's kind of a twofer comparison today. Not only is it going to be taste testing between the two types of pilot breads, and these they're crackers, big crackers, small flat bread, however you want to do it. Buying it from a factory bought long-term storage kind of thing, or making your own. It's not hard to make these things. There's lots of recipes out there. If you just do a search on pilot bread. Some are really just giving you the recipes for hardtack, which is pretty much flour, water, and salt. And you have to soak it in something to soften it up when you actually want to eat it. And there's other recipes that will include some milk, oil, butter, whatever. So the more fat-based ingredients you have, the shorter the shelf life is going to be. So you have to keep that kind of in mind. But you do want something that's not going to be hardtack. Unless you really like hardtack, and then in that case, go for it. So, much easier to do, just buying it, because then you're all done. Not hard, a lot cheaper. But there is time involved for doing it. And as you can see, I get a plate full of these things for one batch, and it took me, half hour, everything all said and done. So, not bad. So, first thing I'm going to do is crack open these guys, and we'll go from there. Be right back. Now, before I go any further, ingredients. I always do a comparison of ingredients. I don't have one of my fancy charts, but I'll do it this time. So, Sailor Boy, you got enriched wheat flour, leavening, in this case is baking soda and monocalcium phosphate, salt, dextrose, fortified yeast, food starch, modified food starch, malt syrup, soy, liking artificial flavor, a couple other things. Over here with the Mountain House, you have enriched flour, palm oil, and sugar. Much fewer ingredients over here in the Mountain House. Mine, flour, salt, baking soda, some butter. All right, now I'm going to open them up. Okay, folks, so the first thing is going to be packaging. The Sailor Boy just came in this cardboard box, and the crackers inside the bag, inside the box. There's no other packing material. I was lucky. I only had one break on the top, so just from shipping. So that could have gone a lot worse if your delivery people are not as delicate with your packages. The Mountain House, nice sealed can. I had to use a can opener for. You can see they're packed in pretty tight in nice little trays, so very secure. Very safe way of sending things. All right, so the crackers themselves. Sailor Boy, Mountain House. Size difference there. And mine. I mean, if you're going to make your own, you just want a bigger cracker, then you just use a bigger, something bigger to cut yours out with. I just used a glass or whatever it was, and so mine are small. If I want them bigger, I just use something bigger to cut with. Both look pretty much kind of the same. They're, crackers. So let's give them a quick try. Crispy. Yeah, it tastes like an unsalted cracker. Also tastes like an unsalted cracker. Also tastes like an unsalted cracker. Mine seem, believe it or not, even though these things are a lot crispier, mine seems drier. But how often are you just going to eat these things plain like this? Typically, you're going to put something on them. Butter, peanut butter, jelly, peanut butter jelly, what have you. It is a bread substitute, remember? Not going to slap a couple of these things together and make a sandwich, but in a pinch, if you're going to be doing something else, they'll definitely do their job. So, next up, I'm going to get a couple of my kids said that they'll do a taste test. I mean, I'll eat these things, but I'm not the only one in the house. I want to make sure that other people are going to eat them as well. So let me round them up, and we'll go from there. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back with my 3 kids. They agreed to do a quick taste test for me. 2 of them have to have peanut butter on them. So the first row is the Sailor Boy, the big cracker. All right, give them a try. Don't forget, we're looking, they're basically crackers. We're not looking at bread.
Hard. They taste stale. Have they been sitting out?
No.
Yeah, they're stale.
Or they're just really thick.
They are thick. That's the way
Or dense.
they're made. They're for long-term storage.
It's not. It doesn't have a bad taste. It's just very hard.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just feel like it's stale.
Okay. Next row is the Mountain House.
They're a lot softer.
Meg.
Yeah, they do taste softer. They taste the same. There's no immediate flavor difference.
It's just less dense.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you think?
They're smoother.
Smoother?
Yeah. It's
Than
less crumbly.
Yeah. All right, and the last one is the one that your dear old dad took the time and effort to make with love for his family.
These ones are dry, well, not dry, but they're. Yeah, it's
They're a mixture of the two. They're not stale, but they're crumbly.
Yeah, definitely crumbly. A lot softer, so much easier to bite into.
But they still have they still feel like they're stale.
Oh, they're
No,
dry.
They're made that way on purpose. It's a cracker. It's a emergency bread substitute for long-term storage kind of stuff.
These ones, unlike the other two, it's like a combination between a cracker and a biscuit because it did raise, and so it is a little softer in the middle. It's not immediately cracker.
Mm-hmm.
This one's also really hard to swallow and stuff.
I thought you were going to say it's really hard to put down because it's so good.
It's not bad. I like it.
All right. So again,
It does taste
what it comes down,
biscuit.
it tastes more like a biscuit. So it comes down to, these are easier because you just buy them and stick them on your shelf. These are a lot more cost effective because you just make them yourself. Salt, flour, baking soda or powder, one of the two, I can't remember. It's in the recipes online. And so you have a substitute for bread in an emergency. All right, thanks. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.